Yeah, more check two. Yeah, more check two. Yeah, check two. Two. Yeah, more check two. Two. Don't believe in superstars. Getting food in foreign country. Don't believe in my soccer. Sounding teeth on bringing dirt. God is rise and legends from all and so can get along. Not east is east, the west is west. Think before they saw it, Lord, I believe in love. I believe in music. I believe in all my day. Yes, I believe in. Yes, I believe in love. I believe in music. I believe in all my day. Yes, I believe. Don't believe not heaven wait. Or other else, what will we be? I don't think that God is love. Is lovable. Is number. Is watching people everywhere. Those who don't and doesn't care. But I am more than there. But I believe in love. I'm believing music. I'm believing moment there. Cause I believe.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to, in a very special way, welcome and announce the arrival of the head of the Civil Service of the Federation.
Apa tadi makan celeng? Kulai kan je moving. Apa tadi makan celeng? Kulai kan je moving. Apa tadi makan celeng? Kulai kan je moving. Ah, wow. Sama wale sama rara. Esa wale ni chuanga. Baba mi okunele. Baba mi okunele. Okunele okunele. Okunele okunele. Okunele yende wo ma kwele. Sama na gojo gojo le. Ọmọ yóò aláàfin ojú pàṣẹ kẹrẹ ọmọ tiwa. Bàbá mi okunele. Sama na gojo gojo le. Ọmọ wọn lọ yóò aláàfin yẹn ni wọ́n máa pèlè. Okunele bàbá ló jẹ́ kí mo bá lóde lẹ̀. Bàbá mi okunele yẹn mo bá lóde lẹ̀. Gbogbo síbú sọ̀rọ̀ pátápátá gbogbo yín mo kí. Ẹkún ọdún, ẹkún yẹdùn. Àṣeyí ṣàmọ́dún. Lọ́lá ẹlẹ́dùn máa rẹ̀ ọba o. Bàbá mi ilẹ̀ ń wọṣẹ́ mo dúpẹ́. Tí bá ti rí bàbá mi Ògúndélé inú mi á dùn. Ara mi á yá gángan. Bàbá mi Ògúndélé, àpò mi ti ń kún òwe. Tí bá ti rí bàbá o, mo ní àpò mi ti ń kún òwe. Mo ti jẹ dọ́là mi nìyẹn. Ọmọ yóò aláàfin ògo wọn jẹjẹrẹ ọmọ tiwa. Tó máa rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Tó máa rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó yẹ wá ń gbọ́. Yẹ àjíṣe bí Ọ̀yọ́ tàbí. Àdìgbò orò ọmọ àti ìbà òkúta méjì á gba ètò rọ. Bàbá mi Ògúndélé mo ní àjíṣe bí Ọ̀yọ́ là ń gbé. Ọ̀yọ́ yìí ṣe ló bá bá ẹnì kan kan. Àjíṣe bí Ọ̀yọ́ là ń gbé. Ìyọ̀bọ̀ olúkú ẹgbẹ́. Àdìgbò ni orò ọmọ àti ìbà òkúta méjì bàbá ìbùrọ̀. Tìyọ̀bọ̀ láyọ̀ mí yọ̀ mí. Àdìgbò ni yọ̀ mí yọ̀ mí. Ọlọ́wọ́ gbọ̀ngbọ̀ngbọ̀n tí yọ̀ mọ́ ẹ̀ lọ́sùn. Yọ̀ mí yọ̀ mí. Dum, dum, dum. Beady, beady. Yung gusto mo batang 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 babani mo kin. Baba mi le gusto mo dugo. Samanda gonjong gonjong le. Onde tungu tungu. Onde talang talang. Alala ni wo makwe. Alaji mi atata. Alaji mi le. Gusto mo dugo dugo dugo. Alaji mi atata. Yung gusto mo fun. Samang batang batang. Ese mo dugo. Adugo pili dumareo. Omba. Omani. Ompang kenji andugo. Ompang loke andugo. Ompang kenji andugo. Ompang loke andugo. Manjing ang walay. Gagabi alay silay. Manjing ang walay. Gagabi alay silay. Wala mo siyang bayin. Bayin tayo siya. Wala mo siyang bayin. Bayin tayo siya. Baba mi ogunele. Baba to mo ya yi mi atata. Ile mo se mo dupe. Gbogbo sun se mo. Gbogbo sun se mo mi atata. Ai ti mi atata. Ile mo se. Ogunele gini wo ma pe ile. Owani. Ompang kenji andugo. Baba loke andugo. Baba mi atata. Okono mo na nike. Okono mo na nike. Ile. Gbogbo si mo sama batang batang batang. Gbogbo yin mo. Elédùmarè ọba òun ló fún wa ṣe. Elédùmarè ọba òun ló fún wa ṣe. Àti dájọ́ ọjọ́ ti pín. Ele de uma leamba, eu vou mais aí. Mama me look bem, can for the baby at tata. É chamo do bem. Onde foi ele uma pele? Olha bem, ama pode foi ele uma pele. Dama da go 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 le. Olha bem, ama pode foi me at tata. Adang bada bi ani jogun. Adang bada bi ani jogun. Ilé wo ṣe mo dúpẹ́. Ó yá nítorí olúgbẹ̀ngà ilé wo ṣe sábàdé. Ní mo máa wí pé. Mo ní bọ̀m̀bà rí rí ẹnu kẹrẹ o. Bàbá mi olúgbẹ̀ngà. Bọ̀m̀bà rí ẹnu kẹrẹ o. Bọ̀m̀bà rí ẹnu kẹrẹ ìbànújẹ́ tó ń dín wọ́n. Bọ̀m̀bà rí ẹnu kẹrẹ ìbànújẹ́ tó ń dín wọ́n. Wọ́n ní pé Èdùmàrè ló fi ẹ̀ sọ̀gá lásán fi kò lè yé wọn. Wọ́n ní pé kò lè yé wọn bí gbajúmọ̀ ṣe ń jáde. Gbogbo sí fún sábà pátápátá. Gbogbo wọn ló wá ń jẹ́ kó yé mi pé wọ́n ní ọlọ́run jẹ́ tó dá àwọn. Olúgbẹ̀ngà Fọ́dípẹ̀. Òkè yìí gbà ní sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ̀yin ni mo fi ọpẹ́ ẹ̀mí ọ̀ṣun. Ọmọ Fọ́dípẹ̀ ó ṣe mọ dúpẹ́. Ó ní ọlọ́run tó dá àwọn. Òkè yìí gbà ní. Ẹ̀yin ni mo fi ọpẹ́ ẹ̀mí ọ̀ṣun. Yé ta ni yóò tún gbé ga ọ? Ìkọ́ṣẹ́ bàbá dọ̀pẹ́. Ta ni wọ́n tún fi ọpẹ́ mi fún? Ọlọ́run yóò lọ ọlọ́run tó dá àwọn. Fọ́dípẹ̀ òkè yìí gbà àgbẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin ni mo fi ọpẹ́ ẹ̀mí fún. Ta ni wọ́n tún gbé ga ọ? because bam 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 loke. Nani mo tún fi gbogbo ọpẹ́ mi fún. Yo yo yo. Ọlọ́run tó dá àwọn ọ̀dọ́. Òkè yìí bá mi. Ẹ̀yin ni a fi ọpẹ́ àwọn fún. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my pleasure to announce and welcome in a very special way the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, who is joining us for this event. Thank you very much. And in that entourage, I can also see the head of the Civil Service of the Federation. He's in this. Welcome all of us. I can also see the chairman of the Federal Civil Service Commission. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we now take the national anthem. Can we all be upstanding for the national anthem?
Years old and proud to serve. I thank you, Lord. Now shall be seen. Truth and justice reign. In peace to honor and peace we can us to hand on to our children of our stand. Oh God of kingdom, that is our only prayer. Help us to be a nation where no man is open. And so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed.
And a loud amen. Thank you very much, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated now. Sincerely, we want to thank our special guests. We want to thank the representative of the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, our dear President, who has sent a very high executive officer to come and be in this event. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I beg your indulgence to please be seated. Let me, in a very special way, welcome the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, warmly and ably represented here by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I beg your indulgence to jam your hands together for Senator George Akume, CON. Jam your hands together one more time for the Senate. Oh, thank you, SGF. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, also in a very special way, I want to welcome the mother of the service, a quintessential personality who is reinventing the service and bringing new innovatives in the service. Give your indulgence to please jam your hands together for the head of Civil Service of the Federation, Dr. Folashade Yemiyeso, CFR. Thank you very much. May I also have the honor and pleasure to welcome in a very special way the chairman of the Federal Civil Service Commission, the bureaucrat, the man who understands the reforms in the service. I crave indulgence to please jab your hands together for Professor Tunji Oloba. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me in a very special way welcome one of the strong pillars reforming and supporting the service. With this support, the service is witnessing monumental achievement. I'd like to have the honor to welcome the founder and chairman, African Initiative for Governance. Hands together for Ike Oje Ike Mokode, CON. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to have the very warm pleasure and honor to welcome the transformative permanent secretaries, the ones who are moving the service forward on their mandate, the civil service stands. We'd like to, in a very special way, ask you to put your hands together for all the transformative permanent secretaries who are here. Our permanent secretaries are here. Please make some noise for our permanent secretaries. Thank you very much. Looking elegant and well kept. We thank you so much. In a very special way, welcome the Honorable Minister of State for Environment, who is here with us. Hands together for Mr. Kunle Salako. Thank you, sir, for joining us for this event. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to beg the indulgence of this gathering that we proceed with the items on the program while I promise to continue with the recognitions as the time progresses, understanding that the SGF is a very busy man. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to welcome all of us to the 24th Civil Service Celebration and Award Gala Night. It is on the permission of Mr. President that this event is taking place. We want to thank our sweet mother of the service who have warmly and graciously applied for this time, and the President has granted us the privilege to enjoy ourselves today. So if you're a civil servant, a public servant who has worked well for the government of Nigeria, put your hands together for yourself, good people of Nigeria. Thank you so much. We deserve to have a day like this, because without us, the engine called Federation of Nigeria will not kick. And so it's a pleasure, and I know the President understands this, and that is why I say today, all my boys, all my children, please wear your best suits and come together and enjoy yourself. We want to thank Mr. President and the high dignitaries who are here for this event. So we just listen for a moment, the brief of why we are here.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good evening and a warm welcome to the 2024 Civil Service Week Celebration, Award and Gala Night. Tonight's Award and Gala Night is aimed at celebrating civil servants who have distinguished themselves during the course of the year through hard work, commitment, and dedication to assigned roles. And it is in line with Pillar 6 of the Federal Civil Service Strategy and Implementation Plan. That is value proposition. The reward and recognition scheme is one of the target areas under Staff Welfare Reform Initiative that was developed by the Service Welfare Office in the Office of the Head of the Civil Service of the Federation to achieve one of the goals of the Federal Civil Service Strategy and Implementation Plan, FCIP 2021 to 2025. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, without taking much of your time, I would like to respectfully ask that the media get set for the culture change video, please. Media, if the culture change video is ready, you can take it up.
Our civil servants arriving late for work and performing poorly cannot help Nigeria's image and level of development. What we do and don't do matters. It is our duty to deliver public services. There may be times when we are asked to do things we know we shouldn't do, but if we fail to fulfill our duties in an ethical manner and with integrity, the public we serve will suffer. It is not just when we neglect to do our work. It is also about the way we do our work. If we work in ways that are outdated and inefficient, it will take a lot more time to do a lot less. We cannot continue working this way. We need to embrace technology and move into the digital future where work is faster and more efficient. We want to live in a country where everyone is treated fairly and receives the same quality public service. So, rather than serving our own interests with greed, we need to put the interests of our people first. So, by embracing a good work ethic and more efficient systems, better technologies, and law-abiding public servants, we can build a more prosperous Nigeria. And by building this Nigeria now, our country will be capable of giving our people a better life in the future.
Was a culture change video. That video further projects the core values of the civil service, the values of accountability, meritocracy, professionalism, loyalty, and efficiency. And once again, our head of service of the Federation usually encourages each civil servant to ensure that we carry this culture change video on our laptop and desktop so that we can always remember our responsibilities and duties. And on behalf of the head of service of the Federation, we want to welcome you to today's gala and award night.
Thank you very much, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to, before I invite our sweet mother, make this correction quickly. I'd like to, in a very special way, recognize and welcome the chairman, Ike Imokode Foundation, Ike Boche Ike Imokode CFR. Thank you so much for your understanding. I'd like to also announce to us that the representative of the Inspector General of Police is also here with us, AIG Joshua Ogundele Ayodeji. Thank you so much, sir, for also joining us for this event. I also like to, in a very special way, say that the chairman of the Federal Civil Service Commission is not just here, but is here with his beautiful, charming wife. Our hands together for him being a full gentleman. Thank you so much, man. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and I'd like to have the very privilege to invite the mother of the service, who will have the honor of welcoming all of us today and telling us more about the service. Always a pleasure to listen to her. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I beg your indulgence wherever you are to jam your hands together for Mother of Scale. This award was presented to our hands together for no other person than the head of service of the Federation, Dr. Olashade Yemieso, CFR. Thank you very much.
His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, represented by Senator George Akume, Secretary to the Government of the Federation. Honorable Minister of Tourism, Honorable Minister of State of Environment, the Chairman, Federal Civil Service Commission, the Chairman, Ike Imokode Foundation, Transformative Permanent Secretaries, awardees, great civil servants, ladies and gentlemen. Since Friday last week, when the 2024 commemoration of the Civil Service Week began, the Federal Civil Service has been agog with a beehive of activities. More importantly, our active participation in the various events has brought color and glamour to this year's celebration. So I'm truly thankful to God for seeing us through the week-long activities and the great feats attained in the process. Therefore, as the 2024 Civil Service Week climaxes to a very successful end, it is my pleasure and indeed an honor to welcome you all to the dinner and awards ceremony for this year's event. On Thursday, we had the pleasure of listening to Professor Peter A. Okebukola, CFR, who did a very remarkable job in the delivery of his domesticated lecture topic titled Education Fit for the 21st Century, Preparing Nigerian Public Servants to Address Global Challenges while Fostering Employee Engagement, Retention, and Job Satisfaction. He presented a systemic study of the Nigeria Civil Service, which was developed from a survey on reflections on the Federal Civil Service. And this survey was administered to respondents from a very broad range of backgrounds in the public and private sectors. Among the various insights in the study, a very interesting piece of data showed that 97% of the respondents strongly agreed on the importance of improving incentive systems through reward of high performance, which they believed will be good for improving the efficiency of the system. I cannot agree more, because where there is a high institutional or organizational demand for improved workforce performance, a culture that also promotes and sustains consequence management should also be in place. An incentive system that rewards high performance and innovation while addressing underperformance. It is in the light of these necessities that the federal government, through the Office of the Head of Civil Service of the Federation, took decisive steps to develop a sustainable framework for the annual implementation of a reward and recognition system, which is integrated into the sixth pillar of our Federal Civil Service Strategy and Implementation Plan. This pillar pertains to enhancing value proposition for civil servants, that is staff welfare. The aim is to boost employee morale and enhance overall productivity and loyalty, because the work we do should not only be rewarding, but also bring a significant sense of purpose to our lives. In underscoring the nexus between incentives and performance, it is pertinent to emphasize that the civil service must not be seen as a dumping ground for job seekers, but must attract the best and the brightest who will contribute fresh ideas and demonstrate the determination and capability to drive national plans and solve all our socioeconomic problems. The federal government has also progressively made modest interventions for the improved welfare of civil servants in recent times. At this juncture, I wish to profoundly appreciate His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for demonstrating both the will and the passion for improving the welfare of the workforce, especially through the 35,000 Naira Provisional Wage Award for all Treasury-paid federal government workers, and the ongoing efforts to review the minimum wage. It is also very important to state that the Office of the Head of Service has not been working alone in enhancing the value proposition for civil servants. We have been joined by other stakeholders and partners, both within the public sector and also in the private sectors. These collaborations have scaled up the level of intervention of the reward and recognition scheme. And these include an endowment fund of 500,000 Naira for each of the best performing civil servants from all the MDAs. This is facilitated by our private sector partners, the Ike Imokwade Foundation, and presented annually at this event. We have also been working on the Federal Public Service Entrepreneurship Program in collaboration with the Bank of Agriculture. Also, there's the aspect of provision of affordable housing at single-digit interest rates through the Federal Integrated Staff Housing Scheme in collaboration with the Federal Government Staff Housing Loans Board. A major recent development in this area is the 116-unit fish housing estate, Gwagwalada, which was completed in record time and commissioned yesterday in a landmark event. These and many more are a demonstration of the government's commitment to the welfare of its workforce. And by the grace of God, we will achieve more remarkable feats. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the Standing Service-Wide Awards Selection Committee, SWASCO, by its mandate, screened nominations made by the Ministerial Selection Committee of all MDAs and selected deserving officers for the various categories of awards. The committee comprises representatives from the public sector and also from private sector organizations. And these include the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management of Nigeria, CIPM, the Federal Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning, SAVICOM, the Ike Imokode Foundation, the Joint National Public Service Negotiating Council, and the Office of the Head of Civil Service of the Federation. Ministries were requested to forward nominations based on a set of criteria and weightings provided in the approved rewards and recognition scheme guidelines. This was to ensure further that the selection process was transparent and credible. Nominations were received from 46 ministries and extra-ministerial departments, out of which 6 ministries were disqualified for lack of adequate completion of the criteria. Some also had double nominations, and so they were disqualified. Hence, the total number of nominations received and assessed were 52 nominees. After a rigorous selection process in line with the service-wide criteria and weighting, 39 nominees scored above the cutoff mark this year, and thus were selected for the 2024 edition of the Federal Civil Service Rewards and Recognition. The criteria for the 2024 Sports Achievement Award were considered by the number of medals won at the 2023 edition of the Federation of Public Service Games, FEBSGA. Nominations were received from 31 ministries and extra-ministerial offices, out of which 11 nominees won no medals. Therefore, 20 nominees were assessed in line with the criteria. I use this opportunity to commend the Federal Ministry of Sports Development for an outstanding performance at the finals of the football tournament this morning. You have truly lived up to your name. Perhaps you used the home advantage, being the managers of the Moshood Abiola National Stadium. So today, the categories of awards to be presented for the 2024 edition of the service-wide rewards and recognition are as follows. The first is the Presidential Distinguished Public Service Career Award. The next is the Presidential Civil Service Merit Award. Then the third is the Head of the Civil Service of the Federation Award. The fourth is the Public Service Excellence Award. And the last is the 2024 Sports Achievement Award. In addition to this, 3 ministries who have demonstrated exceptional commitment to work-life balance of their staff will also awards. Commendation letters will be presented to their respective permanent secretaries. This is to motivate other ministries to emulate their laudable performance. Finally, I wish to announce the top 3 prizes which 3 lucky officers will win at this event. The Star Prize is a brand new 2023 JAC model SUV. Second prize is a two-bedroom, semi-detached bungalow. And the third top prize is a serviced plot of land measuring 400 square meters. That's not all this year. I'm also pleased to announce that the Nigeria Customs Service has graciously committed to donating 6 Toyota Camry cars in support of the 2024 Civil Service Week. The office has started receiving the vehicles, and this will be presented as prizes to the next set of runner-up best performing officers this night. As I conclude my remarks, I wish to reiterate that MDAs should remain committed to implementing and strengthening their recognition and reward systems. I also wish to appreciate all our partners who constantly rally around the Office of the Head of Service to ensure this event is always memorable. And I call for more of such thoughtful and selfless gestures. Finally, I thank you all for honoring our invitation to celebrate and honor deserving and outstanding officers in the Federal Civil Service. And I enjoy all of us to enjoy this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, a sweet moral of the service. Indeed, it's a sweet thing to be in the service of the Federation. I now know why people are scrambling to get employed into the public service. There's so much to benefit on the sideline. And this courtesy of our dear mother, he has made the service, brought things on new innovations that is really interesting to the service. On a serious note, we want to seriously thank the head of service of the Federation for his doggedness in reforming the service. You have done so much for the service that indeed generations to come will forever be grateful to you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, one more time, jam your hands together for the head of service of the Federation. I'd like to quickly, in a very special way, welcome the representative of the Director General Department of State Services, Yusuf Magaji Pichi, who is here represented by Mrs. Bola Olufe. Thank you so much, madam, for joining us for this event. In a similar way, I want to welcome the members of the Council of Retired Federal Permanent Secretaries who are here too with us, hands together for these wonderful people who are here. Thank you so much, our dear COFEPS members. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor to welcome in a very special way the Honorable Minister of Finance, just making a grand entry to this event. Hands together for no other person than Chief Wale Edo. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, sir. While they are bantering, I'd like to also say that the Honorable Minister of Youth Development is also here with us, Dr. Jamila Bayo Ibrahim. Thank you very much, our Honorable Minister of Youth. Thank you for doing the youth the honor, and we appreciate your good jobs you're doing for us. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking some goodwill messages from our partners and friends who are here. I'd like to quickly let me have the honor of bringing to the microphone stand for his goodwill message. I'd like to, in a very special way, to take the first goodwill message will be no other person than Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Cornerstone Insurance, representing Consortium of Insurance Companies. Our hands together for Mr. Stephen Alabo to please come with his goodwill message. Thank you very much. Hands together for him as he makes his way to the microphone stand.
Thank you very much. His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, represented by Senator George Akume, the head of service of the Federation, Dr. Folashade Yemieson. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me stand on the established protocol. I'm delighted to be here on behalf of the Consortium of Insurance Companies underwriting the group life assurance benefit for the federal civil servant under the head of service. We want to thank the head of service for the opportunity to be part of this event and celebration to honor our civil servants. We wish to associate with the various reform initiated and supported by the head of service and achievement. In the area of capacity building and development within the workforce, high standard and professionalism within the civil service, and when we compare this with any other country in Africa, it's exceptional. In ensuring transparency and accountability in the civil service, identifying and eliminating ghost workers, which is one of the major concerns of the underwriting firms, which ultimately will lead to better service and prompt claim payment by the insurance companies. Effort to clean data, which is significant among other things, will assist underwriter to achieve certain standards for best practices and good services to be enjoyed by the insuring public. Also, unrelenting desire and passion to ensure diseased civil servant benefits, their benefits are promptly paid to reduce the hardship, the pain experienced by those who love their loved one, who had worked meritoriously for the country. We want to assure the HOS that the insurance industry will continue to collaborate and support initiatives like these in the future. As insurance industry, we'll continue to educate. Thank you very much, sir. As insurance industry, we will continue to educate the public, including the civil servants, on the benefit of insurance, that not only the determined effort of the federal government through the head of service to ensure that the welfare of civil servants is given priority through the establishment of group life scheme, but at the same time, encourage individuals to secure and protect themselves and their assets through taking appropriate insurance policies after service or during service. Insurance industry is poised to significant, and we are significant employer of labor. We have potentials of employing millions of Nigerians to assist in the distribution of insurance products due to low penetration of insurance in Nigeria. And these, in essence, will reduce unemployment. And it also supports federal government financial inclusion strategy to ensure the low penetration of insurance in Nigeria is addressed. We continue to appreciate the support of the federal government to enable us achieve this through continuous engagement and collaboration. Finally, I'm bringing the Goodwill message from all the underwriters in Nigeria to the civil servants for this celebration, 2024 Civil Service Week celebration. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you so much for that goodwill message. Again, we want to appreciate you for your support. That was the representative of the consortium of insurance companies in Nigeria. Before we take the next goodwill message, I have to show the presence of Dr. Olashetemi Bode. Dr. Olashetemi Bode is the Vice President of Abuja Chambers of Commerce and Industry. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome her with a round of applause too. We now go to the next goodwill message, and that goodwill message is going to be taken by no other one but the chairman and president of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers in Nigeria. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, join me as I welcome Prince Babatunde Adeleke Ogunlade, FCIB FIIN. Prince Babatunde Adeleke Ogunlade, please, you're welcome to take the goodwill message. Please, let's welcome him as he comes to the round of applause. Thank you so much. Prince Babatunde Ogunlade. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, Your Excellency. His Excellency Senator Bola Tinubu, the PCFR, ably represented by Senator all ministers of the Federal Republic are seated. Like the head of service said, the transformative permanent secretaries and civil servants. It is your week. You have been celebrated, and I'm happy to be here on behalf of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers. The NCRIB wishes to felicitate the service, particularly for the wonderful things that have been happening. We want to applaud the head of service for the innovation considering the Federal Civil Service Strategy and Implementation Program 2021 to 2025, which has brought to the fore core values of accountability, transparency, meritocracy, loyalty, efficiency, and professionalism. There is no doubt that the civil service has been greatly reformed. We know the journey through Savicom, how it has been. I saw the culture change video that speaks volumes. I congratulate you, madam, and I congratulate Nigerians. I will quickly go into some of the things. We want to applaud the idea that the Civil Service Award ceremony is a very good platform to continue to encourage public servants who are the engine room of good governance. We applaud the leadership of the head of service for providing effective leadership and foresightedness for the nation's workforce, crystallizing in more effective service delivery that is already impacting positively on governance. We appreciate the embrace that you have shown to insurance brokers to be part of professionals who provide services to ensure that the dependents of civil servants who have worked meritoriously are not left to suffer after their demise. Like my colleague, the lead on the right has said, we shall continue to collaborate with the service in a robust manner. We have challenges that we think that we have adequate training for insurance desk officers can be taken care of. We want to continue to be part of this robust exercise that has brought to the fore a fantastic civil service. At this time, I want to say I'm proud to be a Nigerian, and I'm proud to be part of this success story. We appreciate particularly the fact that the involvement of insurance brokers, which I've mentioned, will continue to give you that service. We want to look at an opportunity to continue to serve, and we give assurance that we continue to give robust support as professionals in whatever capacity we are called upon. I want to congratulate the service once more, congratulate our Excellency, the head of service, and congratulate also Mr. President. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. That was the President and Chairman of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers. We appreciate your goodwill message. Next goodwill message is also going to be taken by a very strong pillar and support for the civil service, not only in Nigeria, of course, it's also doing wonderful and amazing work across the African countries. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure and honor to invite to this podium the chairman of AIG Foundation, Aigoje Ike Imokede, CFR. Please join me with a round of applause as he comes to take his goodwill message. Thank you so much.
Good evening, my very dear senior brother, Secretary General of the Federation, Senator Akume, the head of service of the Federation, Dr. Folashade Yemi-Eson, honorable ministers, of course, my great Egbon, the Honorable Minister for Finance, Chief Wale Edun. You know, this is a very unique evening because all the senior government officials, either my senior brothers or senior sisters or pets, but Minister of Tourism is here, Minister of State of Environment is here, Chairman, Federal Civil Service Commission is here, Professor Olakwa with his wife, my brothers and sisters, our standing permanent secretaries, our standing Nigerian civil servants, always improving, always performing. I greet you all. It's indeed a great pleasure to be with you today as we gather to celebrate the remarkable achievements and contributions of members of our Federal Civil Service. This evening is very special to me. On the invitation of the head of service, Dr. Folashade Yemi-Eson, endeavored to always participate in these celebrations. One reason why is that there is nothing that fuels the passion of an individual than the invitation of probably a more passionate, certainly a more able, certainly a more outstanding individual who has driven reform and led the Nigerian civil service with such fantastic impact. Madam, I congratulate you. I celebrate you. Civil servants, and indeed the public service, even when I was a child and, you know, my parents were civil servants as well, are often overlooked. They are often the most overlooked but critical ingredient in nation building, and Nigeria is no different. A political office holder serves 4 years if elected, 8 years if re-elected. A civil servant serves all their life, at least for decades. They give timeless, invaluable service to our nation. They must be preserved. They must be supported. And when deserving, they must be celebrated, as we do today. So recognizing the critical role that civil servants and, of course, public servants play in our nation's socio-economic growth, our foundation, the Agmokore Foundation, has dedicated itself to improving public service delivery by, amongst other things, working with the public service to build the capacity of public sector leaders to drive and sustain reforms. In line with our mission, since 2017, we have worked closely with the Office of the Head of the Civil Service of the Federation on the development of reform plans through the original Federal Civil Service Strategy and Implementation Plan and its successor plans. We call it the FCIP. And I know that the FCIP is working when a private sector man will stand on a stage in Abuja and extol about FCIP as if he is a civil servant, quoting copiously from that document. That is when you know that reform is working. When it's not just those who are undergoing reform, but the entire public actually, can speak to it. All of you, well done. All of you, very, very well done. So we are very proud partners in this culture change effort. I was speaking to a senior public servant from another country, and he described reform of the civil service as when you turn around an aircraft carrier or a very large crude capacity tanker. It's turning, but you can't see it. It's turning, it's turning, it's turning, it's turning, it's turning. Machines are moving there. Fuel is being consumed, and then you see it turn. And many times they say that because of the process, which is so arduous, not all reform efforts to change an entire public service actually sailed through. But we started this in 2017, and today I know that that aircraft carrier, the Nigerian Federal Civil Service, has turned. We've supported you and the Culture Change Program with communication training for civil servants, videos, with training around ISO standards. I noticed that the certificates are here. The certificates expire in 2027. 2027, and you must renew, I think. Okay, so more work is required soon. Just as I sat the electronic newsletter, I'm talking now about the soft issues. Yes, there are hard things like technology, servers, software, and so on. But I think the most important thing is the thing that goes into the human being, the thing that changes the mind and the heart of the human being. That's what sustains reform. And that is where Dr. Folashade Yemi-Eson has been particularly brilliant and outstanding. And it is for that reason that shortly after the passing of my mom, Pastor Emily Agimokwede, that we endowed the Emily Agimokwede Memorial Fund for Public Sector Excellence, which provides cash prizes to top performing civil servants who embody the characteristics of the new civil service. All of this work demonstrates the Agimokwede Foundation's commitment to improving public sector and public service delivery while fostering a culture of excellence and meritocracy within the Federal Civil Service. I was so excited by the culture handbook. I saw a snippet of it that I whispered to the head of service that we will also be endowing an annual award for the two best culture ambassadors in every ministry, male and female. The cash details will be publicly made available very shortly. And it will go just like the endowment for it's in perpetuity. Somebody called me and said, do you really know the value of this endowment that you have committed your foundation to? It runs into billions. I think you deserve trillions. So so I would like to conclude by extending my heartfelt congratulations to all the awardees this evening. Thank you for your exemplary service to Nigeria. Your achievements are a source of pride and inspiration to me, and I believe to all Nigerians. God bless.
And once again, on behalf of the head of service of the Federation, we want to specially acknowledge the contribution of Mr. Aiboje Aiki Mokede. It is important to state that this amazing gentleman has been a dependable ally to the civil service, is to ensure that the civil service of the country competes favorably across the world. Deserves another round of applause. Thank you so much, sir, for being a great support to the Nigerian civil service.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are not surprised that we don't have hard copies of the program of event. It is deliberate. In the office of the head of service, we've gone fully digital. So on cards in front of you, you have the barcode. Just kindly scan it and you get the program of event. Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to recognize the presence of the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Engineer Abubakar Momo. Glad to have you here, sir. I would also like to recognize the representative of the Chief of Naval Staff, is ably represented by Rear Admiral M.Y. Dahiru. I would also like to recognize the representative of the House Committee on Public Service Matters. He's here represented by the Deputy Chairman, Honorable Salisu Yusuf Mejigri. You're welcome, sir. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite to the podium Ejiro Entertainment for some light entertainment, the soloist.
Good evening to all my moms and daddies in the house. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor for me to be here. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the music. Oh, yeah. I believe the children are future. Teach them well, let them lead the way. Show them all the beauties they possess inside. Teach them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children laugh. Remind of how we used to be. Everyone is searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. Never find anyone to fulfill my need. A lonely place to be. So I learned to depend on you. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I lead as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity because of grace. All the more is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself, it is the greatest love of all. I believe the children are future. Teach them well, let them lead the way. Show them all the beauties they possess inside. And teach them a sense of pride to make it easier. And let the children remind of how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity because of grace. All the more is happening to me. Yeah. I found the greatest all the more inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. And learning to love yourself, it is the greatest love of all. And if by chance that special that you've been dreaming of, it leads you to a lonely place. So find your strength in love. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, yeah, yeah. Something without one and love, they heavy on my mind. Take just one look at you, and the world's all right with me. Yeah. Oh, just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be. Oh, it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. Yeah. It's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. Yeah. Why men say only fools rush in, but I am hell. I'm falling in love with you. Shall I say, will it be a sin if I can't tell I'm falling in love with you? Like the river flows gently to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. So take my hand, take my whole life too. Oh, but I can't help. I'm falling in love with you. Like the river flows gently to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. So take my hand, take my whole life too. Oh, but I can't help. I'm falling in love with you. Don't be sad, understand. Everybody has a day when the song stays away. Take heart tomorrow. Give you one love and then you don't find a day. You never need worry. Let one love set you free. One love. Even in the world, struggle to stay alive. One love. Keep us together. Even in the world, struggle to stay alive. Yes. Oh, yeah. Somebody tell me, oh, why do we fight it? One love can set us free. You can just let it be. Take heart, it's from you day. When love is all we need, just the past away. And you never need worry that one love set you free. One love, we can stay together. Even in a world, struggle to stay alive. One love, keep us together. Even in the world, struggle to stay alive. One love, one love, one love, one love, one love. One love. Thank you so much. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you very much, Ejiro Entertainment. Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to recognize the presence of the DG NITDA, Malam Kashifu Abdullahi, is ably represented here by Mr. Saraf Lawal. You're welcome, sir. We'll now take the cultural troupe performance from Afri Theater Troupe. Thank you very much, the Afri Theater Cultural Group. Thank you very much, the baggy dancers. We're well entertained. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, your excellencies, I would like to respectfully invite the head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Dr. Folashade Yemieson, to please do us the honor of inviting the SGF to give his address.
Once again, good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It gives me very great pleasure this evening to invite President, Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, Senator Bola, GCFR, very ably represented by Senator
of the Federation, Dr. Folashade, his son, CFR. My worthy and distinguished colleagues in the Federal Executive Council, special advisors, permanent secretaries, the president, and our worthy partner, Imokade Foundation, physically present, very supportive of the service at all times. Distinguished senior public servants here present, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen of the press. I stand here to represent Mr. President, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR. We would have loved to be here. It's been away for a very long time, engaged in other equally important states matters. And permit me to read his statement before you tonight. Well, the head of the civil service, all protocol observed have already, and I am pleased to be present at the 2024 Civil Service Board on Gala night, the climax, the week-long 2024 Civil Service Week. During my recent visit to South Africa, kept abreast of
the wage activities was particularly struck by the revelation shared by the head of the civil service regarding employees who had relocated abroad while drawing salaries without formally resigning. It is heartening to hear measures have been taken to address this issue, but we must ensure that those responsible are held accountable and restitution is made. Corporates must be made to refund the money they have fraudulently collected. Supervisors, the supervisors and department heads must also be punished for aiding and abetting the fraud under their watch. The Nigerian civil service cannot just be a workplace where anything is possible, where workers violate rules without a fear of punishment or repercussion. Civil service of any nation is too important for such misconduct to take root or to be tolerated. The civil service is the bedrock, the engine, the locomotive of government, which is necessary for the government to deliver public goods to the citizens. As politicians, we are no more than drivers of the locomotives that you provide. Those who say that a nation is good, those who say that a nation is as good as a civil service are close to the truth. You are the real establishment that remains to pilot government affairs as we politicians come and go. Soldiers come and go, but the barracks remain. Over the decades, successive governments initiated various national development plans and programs, and all relied on the civil service to translate such plans into high-impact programs and projects across all sectors of the nation's economy. We look to you to continue this legacy under our administration. Therefore, we are steadfast in our commitment to cultivating, empowering, and professionalizing our human capital within the civil service. It is imperative to foster a culture of excellence and instill confidence among our civil servants. Our administration acknowledges the challenges that the civil service faces. I want to give you the assurance that we are committed to ensuring the welfare and development of all civil servants to deliver optimal performance for the growth of our nation. Over the past year, I provided all the necessary support ahead of head of the Civil Service of the Federation to ensure the continued stability of the civil service and to implement far-reaching policies and reforms capable of improving efficiency and service delivery. Also, within the last year, administration approved the implementation civil service reforms in the Federal Capital Territory Administration. With this development, FCT administration now has its Civil Service Commission, head of service, and 6 permanent secretaries. Now the workers can aspire to reach the pinnacle of their careers before retiring. I hope the week-long event has provided an opportunity not just to celebrate the achievement of the service, but also reflect on what it can do better. It's heartwarming to note that the Federal Civil Service is driving a strategic plan that is aligned with the priorities of our renewed hope agenda. The plan, I am aware, prioritizes capacity building and talent management, through which well-structured training such as the Lead P and Smart P are conducted. This is in addition to structures put in place to promote a culture of innovation in the service. I commend the dedication of Dr. Folashade Yemieson, CFR, steering these reforms towards creating a world-class service that upholds meritocracy and excellence. To ministers, permanent secretaries, and chief executives, a swift implementation of these reforms within your respective ministries. Our commitment to delivering on the renewed hope agenda demands urgency without compromising due process. I'm aware that the due process must be followed in conducting government business, but that should not give room for any form of red tape or insistence on unnecessary bureaucracies. We have pledged to work for the Nigerian people, and it is critical that all civil servants and indeed all public servants recognize the key role they must play in the achievement of our national potential. Today we celebrate the contributions of civil service to nation building, honoring officers who embody integrity, efficiency, and dedication. Your exemplary service exemplifies our collective commitment to a better Nigeria. Faces that see here today are those of determined people, both with can-do spirit. See faces of diverse ethnicities. See the faces of numerous professionals, all teaming up to make this country a better place. I congratulate all the awardees, and I want to remind you that to whom much is given, much is also expected. you are honored today, remember that with recognition comes heavier responsibility. Your continued dedication is essential as we strive for excellence in service to our nation. God bless the Nigerian Civil Service, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the father of the nation, our dear president, has spoken to us. And indeed, we are gladdened to listen to him. And it's always a pleasure to hear from our dear president. Today, he sends one of his best hands to be with us for this dinner. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I beg indulgence one more time to jam your hands together for the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, CON. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time, I'll have the honor to invite one of the strong, innovative pillars of the Office of Head of Service of the Federation. He will be coming to do a presentation to us, and I'm sure after the presentation, other activities will follow. I'd like to have the honor to invite to the microphone stand the Permanent Secretary, Service Policy and Strategies Office of the Head of Service of the Federation. Hands together for Dr. Deborah Odo as she comes forward to make presentation of the Civil Service Culture Handbook.
Your Excellency, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, please permit me to stand and align with the existing protocol. On behalf of the head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Dr. Folashade Yemieson, I will be making a brief presentation on one of the highlights of our 2024 Civil Service Week. And that is the launch of the Civil Service Culture Handbook. As we are all aware, the Federal Civil Service has been undergoing significant reforms in the last few years. And now we have put together a culture change handbook that will be available for all of us. It will be useful to new entrants so that they know what the civil service stands for, and also for those of us in service so that we keep remembering the values and what is expected of us. And so the handbook that has been developed in collaboration with our partners and getting input from officers across the MDAs. We actually had a thorough process, getting inputs from officers across the MDAs and also from retired federal permanent secretaries. The book has 5 sections. It starts with the introduction, which talks about the Federal Civil Service, its origin, and its mandate. It also covers our mission, our vision, our value proposition. The second section is about our image, and it goes into a bit of detail about the image of the service, our image of ourselves, our dress code, our work environment, and our stakeholders. The third section is about our core values. And there we deal with the issue of accountability, of meritocracy, of professionalism, of loyalty, and efficiency. The fourth section, the future of the service, talks about where we're going to and what we have committed to achieve in ensuring that we build the Nigeria of our dreams. The last is an appendix which spends some time giving details about the dress code, what is expected of us as civil servants, how to dress for various types of functions. Altogether, it's a very resourceful document. You would find it. And like I mentioned before, we had support not just from within the service, but also from outside. I want to appreciate the support we received from the Igimokwede Foundation in this regard. And so at this point, it's my honor to invite our visionary leader, the head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Dr. Folashade Yemi-Eson, CFR, to launch this document.
Good evening again. The Permanent Secretary, SPSO, has described the culture handbook, and my duty now is just to launch it and advise every civil servant to ensure that you own a copy of the culture handbook. We have physical copies here today for everybody that is here, but we also have digital copies that you can download onto your phone. So I launched this for the improvement of the civil service and most importantly, to the glory of God. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite the Director overseeing the Office of the Permanent Secretary, Service Welfare Office in the Office of the Head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Dr. Comfort Adeosun, to give us a brief on the selection process of the awardees of tonight. Dr. Comfort, please.
Your Excellency, President and Commander of the Chief of Armed Forces of the Federation, GCFR, please permit me to stand on the existing protocol. We want to talk about what led to why we are here tonight, because we have realized that in the past, people don't trust that the system can run, that we can actually come with something that is based on our ample values, which has just been described by the Permanent Secretary, SPSO. The journey for this started in March 2024, when the first call for nominations of the awardees was sent to the ministries, departments, and agencies of the Federation. And then secondly, we added to that the requirements that they need to fulfill. You're not just sending us name because you're a DHR, you like somebody's face. No, we are in the process of meritocracy, integrity, and we want to be sure that these things are properly documented. So we requested for both hard and soft data that will support what you are telling us.
Now, I want to also add that in recognition of the efforts of the civil servants, the head of the civil service of the Federation, in a motherly leadership nature, decided to set up a committee that cuts across both the public and private sector, like she said in her opening welcome speech. We went to work to be sure that this process is meant to unravel hardworking civil servants, not just favorites of someone in the system. The goal is so that we can be able to drive what is written in our terms of reference, I quote, to say, well done for adding value in the implementation of all citizen-oriented policies, end of quote, because that is what civil servant does. We drive the engine of governance after policies has been developed. We have to make sure that these policies are implemented. The first call, I said earlier, went out in March, but we noticed that if we don't do this, this will not happen. So we started. Then in May, we set another call so that we can capture as many as possible and no civil servant who is supposed to benefit tonight is left behind. Then we closed the door on June 10th. The sense is that the last call, if you did not submit by May 31st, we sent a short reminder because we were concerned about these hardworking civil servants who are hiding that nobody knows. But at the end of the day, we closed the door and then we processed the numbers that were received. The MDS that submitted, in total, we realized that all the nominations that were sent were, some of them duplicated, some of them did not follow the process, but we also told them, give us the citation, give us the reason why you came across to us with this particular person. Without that, we are not going to hire you. And the SWASCO committee, some of them are present here, they went to work. So by June 10th, we have a report. Finally, they decided that the 52 nominations that we screened to that last stage, we pegged the weight at 53. The lowest score should be 53%. And then we have higher ranking scores. Surprisingly, by the time both the AIG, Imokode's team, all the other private sector, CIPM, they are all part of this team. By the time we got the score, the highest scorer tonight scaled above 80. Scaled above 80%. And then we got to the point that finally, we had to be sure that everyone is captured. So tonight, when the award is going to be presented, you'll be meeting this wonderful, innovative, committed, hardworking civil servant across the nation. In total, 6 awards are going to be given tonight. The first one is the Presidential Distinguished Public Service Career Award. We're going to be having the Presidential Civil Service Merit Award. And then we are also going to be having the head of the Civil Service of the Federation Award and the Public Service Excellence Award. Then we realized that our sportsmen cannot be left behind because they go out of the country into the country to do wonders. So we are also going to be given a powerful award called Sports Achievement Award to a wonderful swimmer whom all of you will see this evening. And finally, we introduce the work-life balance because it's not all about work and work and work, productivity, performance. How about me? How about my life? So the ministries that takes care of their staff well-being and wellness will also make sure that they exercise, they do things. We gave them criteria and we have hard data to score them. 3 ministries are going to be presented and you will see that when the time of the award comes. And thanks you so much, sir, for adding another award. My team were on my table. Immediately we pick our pen, sir. Say, did you hear what you just said? Please write it down, write it down. Another award is coming again next year. So maybe we'll get up to 10 awards. Thank you so much, AIG Foundation. We are grateful for that. On this note, I want to say thank you all for coming, and to all the awardees, thank you for making the head of the civil service of the Federation proud, because you are the future, you are the present, and you are also the role model. And thank you all our permanent secretaries for motivating your DHRs to submit. I know a lot of permanent secretaries were on their DHR to do this. It will not be fair for you to have a good civil servant who is not going to be honored tonight. So I want to say thank you all our transformative permanent secretaries for giving us these wonderful awardees. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Adeosun Comfort, for the brief on the various categories of the awards we're giving out tonight. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I now have the honor to respectfully invite our head of service of the Federation, Dr. Folashade Yemieson, CFR, and Mr. Iboje Aikimokede, CFR, to please come to the podium as we prepare to invite the awardees for their awards. Thank you so much. Please, let's welcome them with a round of applause. The head of service of the Federation and the chairman, AIG Foundation. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Also to join them in the presentation of this award is the Minister of State for Environment, Mr. Adekunle Salako. You're welcome, sir. And I have the honor to inform us that, as earlier announced, the first award that will be given out is the one that is going to the 3 ministries who have been listed to win the Work-Life Balance Award. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor to invite the representative of the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. Representative of the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. The permanent secretary, I humbly please request that you come out to take this award for your ministry that has done so well. Please, let's welcome the permanent secretary, Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. Thank you so much for balancing work and, of course, with life. We appreciate this, sir. You're welcome, sir. That's the permanent secretary, Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. Also, on the second position for the award of Work-Life Balance and Award, we have the Ministry of Women Affairs. The permanent secretary, Women Affairs, please, could you come to the podium as you are honored? The permanent secretary, Ministry of Women Affairs. And the third ministry is the Ministry of Transportation. The permanent secretary, Ministry of Transportation, please kindly come to the podium to receive this honor. Okay, and so that's the permanent secretary, Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The next award goes to a distinguished sports achiever. His name is Ase Yasemo Pente Calvin. Pente Calvin, can you please come to the podium as you are honored for your wonderful achievements in the various sporting activities. Please, let's welcome him with a round of applause. He is a senior agricultural officer on grade level 10 from the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. He joined the sports club in 2018 and actively participates in the Federation of Public Service Games, the one we call FEBGA, and Federal Civil Service Monthly Walking Jogging. His sport of choice is swimming. and he has trained many swimmers in different MDAs. He has won several medals, amongst which are 3 gold medals in Latvia. He won another 3 gold medals in Kano, another 2 gold medals and 1 bronze in Ilorin. He won 2 gold medals and 1 bronze in Jos, and also won 2 gold medals and 1 silver in Mina. He has participated in various swimming competitions, such as National Swimming Championship organized by the Nigerian Aquatics Federation and Chief of the Naval Staff Open Swimming Championship. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we congratulate this awardee, Pentel Kevin, for the amazing performances. Thank you so much. And now we will, thank you so much, our Honorable Minister of Environment. You're not going yet. You're still going to stay, yes, sir. You're still going to stay with them to take the next 10 awardees. We are beginning with the 40th awardee, whose name is Ugo Kingsley Chukwuemeka. Ugo Kingsley Chukwuemeka, if you're there, kindly step out to the podium. Ugo Kingsley Chukwuemeka is a higher executive officer that works in the Department of Legal Office of the Head of the Civil Service of the Federation. Let's welcome him with a round of applause, please. Chukwuemeka is a culture change advocate and ECM and PMS champion of legal units of the Office of the Head of Service of the Federation. He has single-handedly developed a reminder app for the legal units, which is being used to organize their checklist for ease of carrying the unit functions by all staff. And so he is being presented this award tonight for his amazing achievement. Congratulations once again.
The next award recipient is Ms. Enovo Utake, Senior Information Officer on Salary Grade Level 10, Federal Ministry of Information and National Orientation, but she's presently in the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare. Please, a round of applause for her as she makes her way to the stage. She has exhibited exemplary commitment and dedication in the discharge of her duties and has served diligently in the Federal Tenders Journal, Presidential Amnesty Program, PAP, in 2020. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The next recipient of the award will be, he has actively participated in environmental impact assessment of Zungeru 700 megawatt hydroelectric power project, Nigeria, and projects monitoring and evaluation of Nigerian power project. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Engineer Adamu David Ezekiel, Assistant Chief Electrical Engineer, Federal Ministry of Power. Please join us at this podium and receive your award quickly if you're here. Engineer Adamu David Ezekiel, are you here? Thank you very much. Please keep just, the president is looking at you. Keep running and receive this award quickly. Thank you very much for your understanding. Thank you.
The next awardee is Mrs. Bernice Ogechi Uwuchukwu. Could you please step out as you receive your award? Bernice Ogechi, are you here? Please step out. Bernice Ogechi is a highly dedicated officer who has distinguished herself as one of the high-performing staff. She is a principal executive officer to grade level 10 and works in the Special Duties Office of the Head of the Civil Service of the Federation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give her a round of applause as she receives her own award for her exemplary demonstration. Thank you so much. Congratulations once again.
The next award recipient is Mr. Ronald Upong, a Deputy Director on Salary Grade Level 16, Federal Ministry of Science and Technology. Mr. Raymond, please make your way, Ronald, please make your way to the stage if you're here. Mr. Ronald has successfully coordinated the annual Science and Technology Expo of the Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology. Congratulations. Oh, sorry, He's a full director. Sorry, there's a mistake here.
Mr. Eric Edirin should be on standby, please. An Assistant Chief Administrative Officer, grade level 13, who works in the Career Management Office of the Head of Service of the Federation. Please, you are welcome to receive your award. Please, let's welcome Mr. Eric Edirin, who is coming to receive his award. He is the desk officer for conversion and upgrading in Employee Mobility Department and has served in various committees such as service-wide promotion for officer on salary grade level 06 to 13, appointment of permanent secretaries, and so on and so forth. On behalf of the Head of Service of the Federation, we say a huge congratulations to Mr. Eric Edirin. Congratulations once again. Next award goes to Shehu Etsuma. Shehu Etsuma is an Assistant Director, Assistant Chief Administrative Officer. Please, can you please come up to the podium as you receive your award? He is currently in the Cabinet Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. Shehu Etsuma has made useful contributions to the Cabinet Office and ensured effective and efficient service delivery, particularly in Cabinet documentation processes. And of course, on behalf of the Head of Service of the Federation, we say a huge congratulations to you, Shehu Etsuma. Shall we have Omolade Christiana Alagbada come to the podium, please? Omolade Christiana Alagbada, she's already coming to the podium. Let's welcome her too with a round of applause. Omolade Christiana Alagbada is she is a chief accountant on grade level 14 and works in the Ministry of Petroleum Resources. Omolade Christiana Alagbada has served in various committees where she displayed a high sense of professionalism and meritorious service and upheld the values of the Federal Civil Service. We say huge congratulations to you for winning this award. Thank you so much. Maxwell Amezimi should please come to the podium. It's your turn to receive your award. Maxwell Amezinim. Maxwell and Amezinim, are you here? It looks like Maxwell is not here. Maxwell is from the Ministry of Oh, Maxwell is on his way. Let's welcome him too with a round of applause. He is with the Ministry of Interior. He identified 2 fake employments which were confirmed by the Office of the Head of Service of the Federation. Please, let's once again give him a round of applause as he receives his award. Congratulations, Maxwell. Amazing him. Next is Ojile Clements Agada. Ojile Clements Agada is a PhD holder and also an assistant director who works in the Office of the Auditor General for the Federation. Please do come to the podium. Ojile Clements Agada was the first performance audit team leader to publish 2 performance audit reports on linkage and access to MSMEs and other resources by Smidan Performance Audit. Let's give him a round of applause as he comes up to receive his award. Congratulations to you. We want to say thank you to the Honorable Minister of Environment. So you can go back to your seat now. Thank you so much.
Please, I'd like to respectfully invite the Honorable Minister of the Honorable Minister of Youth Development, Dr. Jamila Bayo Ibrahim, to please join the head of the Civil Service of the Federation and the chairman of Ike Imokwede Foundation upstage. Following awardees should make their way to the stage. Architect Mrs. Abimbola Adenike, Patricia Onwakego Onweji, Manshum Dominic Afufo, Mrs. Ifoma Charity Okafo, Okoro Ikechukwu Michael, Architect Abimbola here? Okay. Your way upstage. Architect Mrs. Abimbola Denike is a Deputy Director, Public-Private Partnership in the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development. She has worked and implemented several federal government housing and works programs nationwide, including Affordable Housing Development and Management Initiative and the Highways Development and Management Initiative in Nigeria. Mrs. Patricia Nwakego. Mrs. Patricia Nwakego is a Chief Data Processing Officer on salary grade level 14 in the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation. She has demonstrated bravery, excellence, and innovation in the management of the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation's nominal role for timely and accurate decision-making towards uplifting the Treasury House. Congratulations, ma'am. Mr. Dominic Afufu. Mr. Dominic Afufu is a Chief Computer Engineer on salary grade level 14 in the Federal Ministry of Youth Development. He has participated with other experienced officers to develop. If you're clapping, please do it better. Thank you very much. He has participated with other experienced officers to develop organizational structures, job designs, and planning establishments of various MDAs. Congratulations, Mr. Dominic. Mrs. Ifeoma Okafor. Mrs. Ifeoma Okafor is an Assistant Chief Executive Officer on salary grade level 13 in the Federal Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning. She plays a key role in the training and welfare of officers in the ministry on professional growth and competence, and has been involved in the development of the National Development Plan 2021 to 2025. Congratulations, Mrs. Ifeoma. Okoro Ikechukwu Michael. Mr. Okoro Ikechukwu Michael is the Deputy Director, ICT, PRS Department, Ministry of Steel Development. He leads the project management team for the Enterprise Content Management System on OneGov ECMs for the ministries, as well as revalidation of the ministry's standard operating procedures. Congratulations, Mr. Okoro. Mr. Okereke Ifeanyi should please come up stage. Mr. Ochala Isaac should please come up stage. Engineer Gini Kawa Umbanefo should please make his way up stage. Mr. Ifeanyi Okereke. Mr. Ifeanyi Okereke is a Deputy Director. Mr. Ifeanyi Okereke is a Deputy Director in Information and Public Relations, that's Federal Ministry of Information and National Orientation. He initiated and developed a 5-year communication strategy for the Rural Access and Mobility Project for the implementation of the RAP2 in Nigeria. Congratulations, Mr. Ifeanyi. Mr. Ochala Isaac. Mr. Ochala Isaac is a Chief Confidential Secretary on salary grade level 14, Special Services Office, Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. He has displayed creative thinking and has continued to impact the service positively with his actions and decisions, leading to effective and dependable work ethics and values. Congratulations, Mr. Ochala. Engineer Gini Kanwa Mbanefo. He is a principal aerodrome engineer on salary grade level 12 in the Federal Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development. He successfully supervised the completion of the construction of the new terminal at Port Harcourt and rehabilitation of the runway at Akanu Ibiam International Airport, Enugu State, as a supervising engineer. Congratulations, Engineer Mbanefo. Mr. Sani Maman, please make your way up stage. Alhaji Ahmed Mohamed Tukur. Engineer Mrs. Uche Okoye. Mrs. Indidi Christiana. Mr. Sani Maman is a Chief Technical Officer, Ecological Project Office, Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. His drive for innovation led to the production of the Ecological Project Office template for effective monitoring and evaluation of projects in the Ecological Project Office. Congratulations. Alhaji Ahmed Mohamed Tukur. Alhaji Ahmed Mohamed Tukur is a Deputy Director, Staff Welfare and Training, Human Resource Management, Federal Ministry of Works and Housing. He developed proposals for staff welfare and capacity building, facilitating staff in the ministry. Congratulations, sir. Engineer Mrs. Uche Kene Okoye. She is a Principal Industrial Officer on salary grade level 12 in the Service Policies and Strategies Office in the Office of the Head of the Civil Service of the Federation. She is a seasoned engineer and systems business analyst. She led the Backward Integration Program Coordination Team, which developed processes and procedures to support the issuance of BIP certificates to industries. Congratulations, Engineer Mrs. Kene Okoye.
Thank you so very much. We'd like to thank the Honorable Minister of Youth Development as she takes a bow now to take us. Thank you very much for the honor. Hands together for her, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. We have the honor to bring to the podium the Honorable Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Engineer Abubakar Momoto, please. It was the honor of presenting the following awards. Thank you, Honorable Minister. Hands together for him as he makes his way to the high table. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor to invite the next recipient of the award. She is Mrs. Ndidi Chinonyelum Christiana, Deputy Director, Grade Level 16, Cash Management Department, Federal Ministry of Finance. She introduced monitoring and evaluation of the capital program and projects in line with funds released to MDAs in the Cash Management Department. I want congratulations to you. Hands together for him, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me also have the honor quickly to bring to the podium the next recipient of the award, Architect Mrs. Joy Oseritin Badarin, Deputy Director, Grade Level 16, Housing and Urban Development, Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs. Your minister will be doing you the honor. She successfully supervised the completion of 15 projects spanning across Edo State for 7 years and supervised the completion and commissioning of 13 social infrastructure projects. Hands together for this wonderful personality. Thank you and congratulations from all of us. And the next recipient of the award will be Fashoyi Olabode Adewale, Deputy Director, Grade Level 16, Federal Ministry of Water Resources. He facilitated reforms to improve the efficiency, effectiveness, and sustainability of urban water service in Nigeria and participated in the design and negotiation of the World Bank-assisted project. This wonderful personality, are you here? Please come forward for your award. Are you here? Okay, thank you and congratulations, please.
I'd like to invite to the stage Engineer Mrs. Kuye Bukola, Mr. Fashoyi Olabode Adewale, Engineer Onwama Ikenna, Abdurazak Abdullahi, Oji Bele Anastasia, Olatunji Howlat Oladayo, Engineer Mrs. Kuye Bukola. She facilitated the increase in mineral titles in Delta State from 28 mineral titles to over 100 mineral titles and improved the royalty paid to the federal government by 100%. I think she deserves a better round of applause. The revenue generated in Kogi State from 450 million per annum to 1 billion per annum. Congratulations, ma'am. Mr. Fashoyi Olabode Adewale, Engineer Onwama Ikenna. Engineer Ikenna is an Assistant Chief Engineer on salary grade level 14, Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy. He was among the first 118 federal civil servants selected for the Senior Leadership Enhancement and Development Program, LEAD-P, Batch 1, and bettered the ongoing automation of the radio frequency licensing process. Congratulations, engineer. Mr. Abdurazak Abdul. Mr. Abdurazak Abdul is a Chief Executive Officer on salary grade level 14, Political and Economics Affairs Office, Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Office of the Secretary to the State Government, Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. I think there's a mop-up here. Sorry, please. He has facilitated and impacted numerous official collaborations between the Political and Economic Affairs Office and non-governmental organizations as well as civil societies. Congratulations. Ojibele Anastasia Ifunaya. Mrs. Ojibele Anastasia Ifunaya is an Assistant Chief Executive Officer, salary grade level 14 in the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs. She is a good mediator between the management of her ministry and staff in the areas of staff welfare and recommended the opening of a canteen in the ministry. Thank you very much for having stomach infrastructure as your priority. Congratulations, ma. Olatunji Aulat Oladayo. Etu Samuel Ogacheko. Unwosu Chinyere Ihioma. Chinwe Chikelu Ilori. Indubisi Barry. Engineer Godfrey Watja. Is Olatunji Aulat here? Okay. Etu Samuel. Please come up stage. Mr. Etu Samuel is an Assistant Director on salary grade level 15, Colleges of Education Department, Federal Ministry of Education. As the Service Improvement Desk Officer of the Ministry of Education, he played a pivotal role in inaugurating Servicom units across the ministry. Congratulations, Mr. Etu. Mrs. Unwosu Ihioma. Mrs. Unwosu Ihioma is an Assistant Chief Administrative Officer on salary grade level 13 in the Service Welfare Office in the Office of the Head of the Civil Service of the Federation. She is also the Desk Officer Service-Wide Rewards and Recognition. She effectively coordinated the SWASCO program. She is the FCIP Desk Officer and Standard Operating Procedure Champion for Employee and Industrial Relations. in the Service Welfare Office. Congratulations, ma. Chinwe Chikelu Ilori. Sorry, Chinwe Chikelu is her name. Sorry for the mix-up, please. She is an assistant director, funds on salary grade level 15, Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy. As a project accountant for the National Poverty Eradication Program, KNAPPEP initiative. Her detailed analysis served as a blueprint on the impact of poverty reduction and the reduction of audit queries of unretired advances. Congratulations, Mrs. Chikwe Chikelu. Okay, and in addition, she's going to be one of those that will benefit from the gift of a brand new car tonight. From 9 to 4. Mr. Odi Barry. Mr. Odi Indubisi Barry is a director on salary grade level 17, Reforms Coordination and Service Improvement Department, Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. As a protocol of, if you're clapping, please, you can do better. Thank you very much. As a protocol officer to the National Boundary Commission, he coordinated the movement of the Nigerian team and international solicitors during the Cameroon and Nigerian case on Bakassi. Congratulations, sir. He's also going to take part in the raffle draw to win a brand new car tonight. Engineer Geoffrey Jawal. Engineer Geoffrey Chawal is a Deputy Director on salary grade level 16, Weights and Measures Department, Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment. He tremendously improved the revenue generation of Weights and Measures Department from 30 million naira per year to over 83 million naira in the year 2017 and 2019 respectfully. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to have the honor of thanking the Honorable Minister of Niger Delta Affairs for this honor you have done us. God bless you, sir. Thank you. I now have the honor to bring to the podium to present the following awards. We have the honor of inviting the Honorable Minister of Finance, Mr. Wale Edu, to do us the honor. Hands together for him. As he's coming, let me quickly invite the next recipients of the award, and is going home with a brand new car. Mrs. Olarewaju Adenike Omolora, Chief Executive Officer, grade level 14, Welfare Section, Human Resource Management Department, Ministry of Police Affairs. She reorganized the payment system of repatriation allowance of office in the Ministry of Police Affairs, which enabled the payment of unpaid backlog of reparation allowance and burial benefits to the deceased officers and next of kin. Hands together for this wonderful, wonderful innovation. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Let me also quickly invite to receive an award and a brand new car, Anama Benjamin Ugochukwu Nechi Uboa, Deputy Director, grade level 16, Cultural Industries and Heritage Department, Federal Ministry of Arts, Culture, and Creative Economy. He initiated the establishment of 2 cultural industry centers to improve governance for effective service delivery, to create job opportunities under ministry performance for presidential priorities and deliverables. Our hands together for this wonderful person. Let me also quickly invite this other wonderful personality who will also be going home with a brand new car tonight. Akoji Perpetua Dumbi, Deputy Director, grade level 16, Policy Analysis, Research and Statistics, Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment. She rejected so many gratifications during her work as a housing information officer in charge of Gwarimpa Estate checking of allottees. Say no to bribery and corruption. Thank you very much for making us proud. She's also a proud winner and recipient of a brand new car tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. We'd like to thank the Honorable Minister of Finance for this honor. And then we're so grateful. And with you standing with us, it's guaranteed that everything goes well financially. Thank you for moving the economy of Nigeria very well. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the champions of champions. This is where we know and have very prestigious, more prestigious award for the recipients. I have the honor to say that the next recipient has a very big acres of land in Abuja. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor to invite to receive his award, Obasi Sunday Ikemefune, Chief Agric Superintendent, grade level 14, Federal of Agriculture and Food Security. I have the honor This award cannot be given by any other less personality. The president has done us the honor of sending one of his best hands to be at this event. I have the honor to invite to make the following presentations on behalf of all of us: the president's representative, the secretary to the government of the Federation, Senator George Akume Sewell. Quickly, Obasi Sunday Ikemefune, Chief Agric Superintendent, grade level 14, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. He built a training center for industrial attachment, IT students, and developed billboards and training models to improve their knowledge rather than carrying files and doing errands for officer. My pleasure to present to us Obasi Sunday Ikemefune, proud winner of a big acre of land in Abuja. Congratulations from all of us. Thank you very much. Thank you. My honor to invite the next recipient of the award. He will also be a proud owner of a house in Abuja. Razak Kolawole Adekola, Deputy Director, grade level 17, Forestry, Federal Ministry of. His contribution as a Joe's Patal officer led to the historic Nigerian vegetation and land use assessment that provided the baseline and the then real-time status for forest cover and other land use types in the country. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my pleasure to present Razak Kolawole Adekola, a proud owner of a house in Abuja. Congratulations. Thank you very much. And before I bring the grand winner, the best of the best, I'd like to say for the recipients of the award, you can quickly do us the honor of confirming in your phone the alert of 500,000 naira. Make us the proud that announce it to us. 500,000 naira has just been sent to your account courtesy of AIG. Please confirm it for us. Each of the award recipients, 500,000. Please confirm and get back to us. We talk and do. This is the era of talk and do. Come and give the testimony. AIG, we're indeed very proud of you, and we thank you for doing business with the Office of Head of Service of the Federation. Thank you. Thank you. Just to confirm it, so that it's not like a come. Let me just ask you. Did you receive a lot of 500,000 naira? Exactly. Thank you very much. much and congratulations. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the winner, the best among equals, I have the honor to bring to the podium Dr. Mrs. Mercy Olanike Ilori JP, Director, Transport Planning, Coordination Planning, Research and Statistics, Federal Ministry of Transportation. She championed the implementation of the performance management system in the Ministry of Transport and facilitated the development of the Ministry FC scorecard. Ladies and gentlemen, my pleasure to present the winner of the Light Award, Dr. Mercy Olanike Ilori JP.
Stand up, all the champions, all the champions, stand up. Stand up, stand up, and I did some all the champions.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. I can feel your emotions.
It's getting close. And now it's got who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. Because we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. Stand up, all the champions, stand up. Stand up, stand up, all the champions, stand up. All the champions, stand up. Stand up.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's not keep the SGF standing for so long. Thank you very much. We want to thank our mother of service. It has brought hope to the service. And this is the era of renewed hope. And it's only now you can get such hope. Please put your hands together for the president of our nation. Put your hands together for the SGF of our nation. Put your hands together for the head of service of the federation. Put your hands together for Ike Ibokode Foundation. Indeed, we're very grateful. And your hands together for the transformative permanent secretaries here with us. We're indeed very proud of all of you. And we say thank you and God bless you for doing us this honor. I'd like to have the honor to invite the champion. Please come and respond on behalf of all the awardees. I'd like to have the honor to bring to the microphone stand Dr. Mrs. Mercy Olanike Ilori on behalf of all the awardees and recipients to come and thank us, for this is wonderful. I do not need to ask you how do you feel. I know you are bubbling with joy, but just take it easy. And on behalf of all the awardee recipients, tell us how you all feel. God bless you.
Hey, interesting. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, ably represented by the Secretary of Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, the Head of Civil Service of the Federation, Dr. Yemi Folashade Yemi-Eson, CFR, distinguished honorable ministers here present, innovative and transformative permanent secretaries, my permanent secretaries here present, distinguished awardees, distinguished gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of all the awardees, I'm standing here to say thank you to Almighty God for the opportunity He has granted us to be here tonight. Indeed, it is a landmark and memorable occasion that we are not taking for granted. I'm here to really declare that indeed this team that worked has really worked. There are so many things that we cannot say by words, but I tell you, there is a transformation, a wave of move in the civil service in Nigeria as a whole that we are not taking for granted. And on behalf of all the awardees, we want to say thank you to the Foundation by Kamukode, to everyone seated here to honor us. We want to say thank you to the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces that granted us a ray of hope the Renew Hope agenda is working. We are beneficiaries. I'm a beneficiary. And we want to say thank you to everyone that has gathered here to give us the opportunity to say we can fly the moon together. Indeed, this transformation is beyond words, and we are partaker of it this night. We are not taking it for granted. We want to say thank you once again to everyone that has made today a reality. We want to say thank you to our Mama head of service. Indeed, she has proven once again that without you knowing anybody, you can get there. Along my journey of service, I've handled assignments that it's taking me aback that it's towards here now that God said is God. Using people that I'm seeing in this room and people that are not even here. Indeed, there is hope for Nigeria. There is hope for the civil service. And I want to say once again that we are grateful. And we pray that we are living a service, preparing a service for that we encourage the younger generation to belong. Because they believe when you are in the service, you cannot really achieve anything. Wait for your turn, that will never come. But it's amazing that today, in fact, I don't know what to say. I'm short of words. I want to say thank you to all my mentors, my permanent secretaries. I want to say thank you to my ministry, the Federal Ministry of Transportation. To say thank you to all the ministries that groomed me from level A to where I am today. Indeed, we are grateful. And we pray that this service will move from glory to glory. It shall wax stronger, and that our nation will be better for it. There will be indeed a transformation. And to encourage other civil servants that we should key into this program, FC. Honestly, as the flag comes, we began to fly with it. And I can see that indeed there's hard work pays. There's dignity in labor. Thank you once again. We are grateful. Once again, on behalf of my colleagues, awardees, we say thank you, and thank you, and thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Can we see your dancing step for that award? Let's see. Let's see.
Wake up.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we're still bustling in the euphoria of receiving awards, and we're not tired of giving awards. The head of service has promised that once you do well, be sure to go home with something. And so earlier today, we had a football competition and the Ministry of Sports, as usual. Who would have won Ministry of Sports? They took the lead, and a cup will be presented to them to show that indeed we appreciate sports in the service. And so to do us the honor of presentation, I'd like to bring to the microphone stand the Deputy Chairman, House Committee on Public Service Matters, who is here representing the Chairman of the Committee, Honorable Engineer Sani Bala, Honorable Salisu Yusuf Mejigiri, to please come and do us the honor of presenting this award. Hands together for him as he makes his way to the high table. I'd like to invite the Ministry of Sports, the footballers, the winners of this cup, to please make your way to this podium so that you can receive this award. Are you here? Ministry of Sports, are you here? If your permanent secretary is here, we expect her to lead you. We expect him to lead you to this ceremony. Where are you? Please begin to come, please. Don't keep the honorable waiting. Ministry of Sports, run like a sportsman and women and come and receive this award. Only you follow come. Please. Please walk like sportsmen. Come in majestically. We know you played full time today and won every other ministries. But indeed, you know the technicalities. And the Moshood Apiola Stadium is managed by you people. So you know where the pit holes are. And so you put us in the other side and won the competition. But it's all in the spirit of the celebration. We thank you. And so Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable is already with the cup. I'd like to announce to us that on behalf of the head of service of the Federation, he's presenting this cup, golden cup, to the Federal Ministry of Sports, the winner of this year's competition in football. Hands together for them as he makes presentation of this award. Thank you very much. And I want to announce that the permanent secretary is here with them to give them solidarity. Present the cup now to your permanent secretary for her to lift it up. Make some noise. Thank you very much and congratulations. Congratulations from all of us. Thank you. And so you may now take a bow and then you leave for other proceedings.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying put. Dinner is served. The head of the Civil Service of the Federation will lead members of her team on this side to the high table there. Dinner is there. The permanent secretaries will use this serving table, while others will use the serving table close to their seats. Please, as you take your food, please return to your seats while the program continues. Thank you very much. We'll take music from the band.
So please, let's be orderly. Let's be orderly. There is enough food. Like we said yesterday, the head of service is a mother and she understands that Abraham Maslow, in the theory of needs, stated that food, water, and shelter is most important to every human being. And today, through the courtesy of the president, he has invited all of us to say, come, wine and dine with me, for you have done well for the nation. And so I beg you to be orderly. I beg you to be orderly as you go get your pack of food, get your plate of food, enjoy your meal, and please settle down, seated, and we'll bring the very, very adorable, meticulous Permanent Secretary SBSO, who will be thanking all of you for your patience, understanding, and the success of this event. But meanwhile, dinner is set. We'll be back shortly. Band, lead us now, and let's enjoy ourselves. Thank you.
Oh, two, yeah, two. Inning bandung, oh, two. Oh, two. Mami me fala Sunday. Então, se você me só me federation. Doctor fala Sunday. Inning bandung, vem fique on your dembe. Ilan tempo, vem fique on your shin. Order no one, no one, no one. Honorable stuff, for environment. I must sing on London, I am honored no one, no one, no one. I must sing on London, honored no one. ẹ bá mi kí bàbá mi lẹ ai ìmọ̀kànnì aláṣẹ ìmọ̀kànnì foundation sàmọdá gọjọgọjọ lẹ wọn dà yé ni wọn máa pè lẹ àpò oríire. Celebrating Civil Service Week with a lot of fun. With a lot of progress and development in the civil service. With the high level of efficiency. Only can it better when don't think of getting back. In Latin, speaking, get to say, or I'm going to long the world. I must see go, look the more like it, or don't be no one. I must see go, look the more or don't be no one. Em mà mình cái phần là mình bạn muốn lấy gì vậy nhưng mà mình lẽ bạn chỉ vẫn quên đúng không? Mi atata bàbá mi wálé ẹdun yẹn ni wọn máa pè lẹ honourable minister of finance ẹ bá mi kí Dr. Jamila Ibrahim yẹn ni wọn máa pè lẹ honourable minister for youth bàbá mi wálé ẹdun bàbá yẹn ni wọn máa pè lẹ sọmọdé kọjọkọjọ lẹ mo ṣe mo dúpẹ́. Ẹ bá mi kí bàbá mi Adékúnlé ọmọ Sàlákọ. Bàbá mi Adékúnlé. Alẹ̀ kọ́lé alẹ̀ fún ìdáná. Wọ́n ní o ti lọ́nà pé ètì ọlọ́dún wa. Ọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo lọ́wọ́ Olúwa ló wà. Bàbá mi Adékúnlé. Sàlákọ. Àìmọ̀síkò ló dámọ̀ wẹ̀dẹ̀. Láyé ọ̀rọ̀ mi lọ́wọ́ Olúwa ló wà. Àìmọ̀síkò ló dámọ̀ wẹ̀dẹ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ mi lọ́wọ́ Olúwa ló wà. Ẹ bá mi kí bàbá mi ìmọ̀kànlé. Ọlọ́láyé ni wọ́n máa pè aláṣẹ ìmọ̀kànlé foundation. AIT. AIT ìmọ̀kànlé foundation. Ló sọ pé lẹ́sìn mi létí lọ́dún. Dr. Folashade, Yemi ẹ̀sán yẹn ni wọ́n máa pè sí ẹ̀fà. Bàbá olóríire, wọ́n mímí àtàtà lẹ́ni moment, lọ́jọ́kọjọ́, nígbà gbogbo lẹ̀. Àwọn fọ́dà mi lẹ̀, AIG, Ìmọ̀kàndé, aláṣẹ Ìmọ̀kàndé foundation yìí ni wọ́n máa pè wọ́n ṣe mọ̀ dúpẹ́. Ó ní towó, mi Ìmọ̀kàndé foundation ló wá ń sọ kẹ́lẹ́ sí mi létí lónìí. AIG, Ìmọ̀kàndé foundation. AIG, Ìmọ̀kàndé foundation. For growth and development. For growth and development. AIG, Ìmọ̀kàndé foundation. Bàbá mi wọlé ẹdun. Bàbá mi Sàlámù. Ẹ bá mi kí dókítà mi àtàtà Fọláṣadé. Fọláṣadé, ẹ̀sán yẹn ni wọ́n mọ̀ pé nílẹ̀. Wọ́n dà ló wá sọ kẹ́lẹ́ sí mi létí. Wọ́n ní ènìyàn ṣe bí Ọlọ́run ọba, wọ́n ní kò lè bọ́ sí ibò. Wẹ́rẹ́, bàbá yẹn ṣe. Wọ́n ní bí òun sì tàwọn, wọ́n ní kò lè ṣèṣe rò. Wẹ́rẹ́, bàbá yẹn ṣe. Wọ́n ní kò sáyé lóko, ó wáyé fún ẹ lóko. Ó tó gbọ́ fọ́lẹ́ tí ìyanu lórúkọ rẹ̀. Wọ́n ní kò sáyé lóko, ó wáyé fún ẹ lóko. Ó tó gbọ́ fọ́lẹ́ tí ìyanu lórúkọ rẹ̀. Ènìyàn ṣe bí Ọlọ́run ọba, wọ́n ní kò lè ṣèṣe rò. Wẹ́rẹ́, bàbá yẹn ṣe. Wọ́n ní bí yóò sì tàwọn, kò lè ṣèṣe rò. Wẹ́rẹ́, bàbá yẹn ṣe. Wọ́n ní kò sáyé lóko, ó wáyé fún ẹ lóko. Ó gbogbo fọ́lẹ̀ tí ìyanu lórúkọ rẹ̀. Wọ́n ní kò sáyé lóko, wọ́n dáyé fún AIG Ìmọ̀kàndé. Ìyanu lórúkọ rẹ̀. Ènìyàn ṣe bí Ọlọ́run ọba, wọ́n ní kò lè bọ́ sí ibò. Wẹ́rẹ́, bàbá yẹn ṣe. Ènìyàn ṣe bí Ọlọ́run ọba, wọ́n ní kò lè bọ́ sí ibò. Wẹ́rẹ́, bàbá yẹn ṣe. Wọ́n ní bí òun sì tàwọn, wọ́n ní kò lè ṣèṣe rò. Àmọ́ wẹ́rẹ́, ó ń gba ẹ̀ṣẹ̀. Wọ́n ní àánú lórí gbà adé orí ọ̀hún. Ẹni Ọlọ́run fẹ́ lọ́mọ ènìyàn fẹ́. Ẹni Ọlọ́run fẹ́ lọ́mọ ènìyàn fẹ́. Bàbá mi sálágọ́. Wọ́n ní ẹni Ọlọ́run fẹ́ lọ́mọ ènìyàn fẹ́. Wọ́n máa yọ́nú sí ẹ. Àgbàgbà yọ́nú sí wọn. Ọmọdé yẹn yọ́nú sí wọn. Ẹni bá yọ́nú sí wọn. Ó ṣojú ìyọ́nú Ọlọ́run ọba, ìyọ́nú Ọlọ́run ọba, ìyọ́nú Ọlọ́run ọba, ìyọ́nú Ọlọ́run ọba, òun lẹ́wọ̀n bá. Ẹni bá yọ́nú sí wa. Ẹni bá yọ́nú sí wa. Ìyọ́nú Ọlọ́run ọba, 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 òun lẹ́wọ̀n bá. Àánú lórí gbà, àánú lórí ọ̀gbìn. Àánú lórí gbà, àánú lórí ọ̀gbìn. I love it, over it by your it's wonderful. I love it, it's wonderful. I got it. I love it, over it by your it's wonderful. I love it, it's wonderful. I got it. He good. Think of the cemetery on your mama, don't go for your mom. No, I don't remember the one. Equal one. What's on your wedding ring? What's on your wedding ring? I'm not saying that your wedding ring. No, I don't ring your wedding ring. I don't ring your wedding ring. I don't ring. I don't ring my woman. Just about the wedding ring. I
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the wonderful times. The musical band, we say thank you to you once again too. As we enjoy our meal, I have the pleasure to invite to the podium the permanent secretary in charge of the Office of Service Policies and Strategies in the Office of the Head of Service of the Federation. Coincidentally, today is our birthday. Please join me as I welcome Dr. Deborah Oyindamola Nima, although as she gives the vote of thanks on behalf of the Head of Service of the Federation. Happy birthday to you, ma. Congratulations once again. You're giving the vote of thanks, ma.
As we come to the close of this dinner and award night, I am honored to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Dr. Folashade Yemieson, CFR. Permit me to start by thanking God Almighty for his love, mercy, and guidance, without whom this would not have been possible. We are extremely grateful to His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, ably represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, FNIM-CON. We are grateful to the President for his support to the ongoing reforms within the service. We are also appreciative of the Chair of the House Committee on Public Service Matters and all the honorable ministers who have sacrificed their Saturday evening to honor the invitation of the head of the Civil Service of the Federation. Our gratitude also goes to the chairman of the Civil Service Commission and his beautiful wife. We are grateful to all the federal permanent secretaries who have been pillars on whom I have leaned on at every opportunity. Thank you so very much. Our gratitude also goes to other distinguished guests who were present, representatives of the service chiefs, representatives of the Council of Retired Federal Permanent Secretaries, our partners, amazing and wonderful partners, the insurance companies, the brokers, our private sector partner, the Agimokwede Foundation, who have passionately supported all the reforms, both technically and financially. A number of agencies also gave towards making this happen. And for all of them and to all of them, we are sincerely grateful. We thank you for your generosity, your support, and valuable contributions in cash and kind. To our awardees, I congratulate you on this laudable achievement and urge you to continue to do your best to move the Federal Civil Service forward. To the gentlemen and women of the press, thank you for always being there for us, for the commitment you have shown in ensuring that we achieve our mandates. I must not forget to mention vendors who have met up with timelines, the staff of the hotel, the volunteers who have worked, and everyone who has come to celebrate this week with us. Thank you. I also want to appreciate all the public and civil servants in the room, the men and women who are behind the scenes, making sure that government works. Congratulations and thank you. I want to appreciate the 2024 Civil Service Committee members, staff of the office, support staff, and everyone who has worked tirelessly behind the scenes and helped to make this year's Civil Service Week a reality. Words cannot express our gratitude. Permit me at this time, even though I'm making the vote of thanks on behalf of the head of service, to express our heartfelt gratitude on behalf of all civil servants to the vibrant, dynamic, visionary leader, the head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Dr. Folashade Yemieson, CFR, for her exceptional leadership and guidance. We are so grateful. In conclusion, I want to thank you all once again for making this day such a success. It's been a memorable and impactful experience, and we are glad that you joined us to have a good time. Before I end the vote of thanks, I want to remind us that the activities for the Civil Service Week actually rounds up tomorrow. There is a church service at the Exousia Church of God at Mabushi at 9 a.m. and you are all invited. And finally, the winner of the brand new Jack vehicle, your car is outside and the head of service is ready to hand over the keys to you as we close, immediately after we close. Thank you very much once again, and God bless us all. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I know we are actually having a good time and good things are happening coincidentally. Earlier on, we heard that today is the birthday of one of the transformative permanent secretary, innovative permanent secretary office of the head of service of the Federation. On the kind permission of the head of service of the Federation, I'd like to beg the indulgence of all of us to be upstanding as we take a birthday song for this wonderful, sweet personality. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the police band will be leading us. I beg indulgence to be upstanding as we take the birthday song. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. May the good Lord bless 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 you.
Congratulations from all of us, and may the good Lord bless you indeed, keep you, protect you, and provide for you all the days of your life. Congratulations from all of us. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated now as we continue with other proceedings of the event. Thank you, and God bless you. And so we now, before we round up, the band plays. Before we just round up, we want to quickly thank all of you for your patience and our time. We have been a team making this presentation today. We'd like to bring to the microphone all the members of the Master of Ceremonies to say a kind word to all of you.
My name is Olufunke Taiwo Akiwumi from the Press and Public Relations Unit in the Office of the Head of the Civil Service of the Federation.
My name is Bosun Fashulu, also from the Office of the Head of Service of the Federation. Thank you so much.
My name is Mahajud. It has not changed. Eminently qualified to be called a senior citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. May we now be upstanding as we take the national anthem. Thank you.